So we talked a little bit earlier about some of the other projects that you work on. We mentioned the live events, so I just want to highlight again bands in Jacksonville. If you want to get some professional live footage at one of your shows, you already have the show booked. Call up Todd, have him come and get that professional video footage. The stuff that's going to be better than the cell phones in the audience, the sound that's going to sound more like you and not.
Oh yeah, just sort of like live events. We got the new camera in, the Pixis, which has like network capability, and it's like what 6K, and it's an amazing image off there. So we can link this up to the live event, live stream, and get some amazing images and footage out of it. So
And I didn't even talk about that part yet. And you can live stream.
yes, but
What other toys do you have hiding back there?
oh gosh, yeah, all kind of stuff. Where'd it go? I go, we got the gimbal, the live gimbal is here. Balance. This is the one we would do like crowd shots and the more sweeping dynamic shots we can get. This brings a lot of energy. The stream. We can put a transmitter on there, so you're not just getting video of static shots of like cameras just on a tripod. So you get really into the crowd. You can get upstage. You can get just like so much more dynamic footage than you can just your static stuff. So, and if it's outdoors, we got a drone somewhere around here, so we can do aerial stuff too. But
Okay, so what I'm hearing from you is like you could do some really cool stuff, not just like here's the camera and it's sitting
right.
there in front of the stage. And so if I were a band, I would maybe want to talk to you first before the event and be like, hey, this is kind of what I was thinking. And that will allow you to find the proper toys that you have in that room behind you to bring to the event to do just what they want.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's I mean it's always the right tool for the right job. It's never, hey, I got a hammer, everything's gonna be a nail. So
Mhm.
yeah, the more we talk and work with the bands or the customer and get their vision, the better we can be prepared and get the results that they're wanting.
Awesome. So, what is the best way for bands to contact you?
I guess my email right now is the trchipman at tetran-x.com.
All
Um,
right, awesome. We'll
our
put that information in the chat along with your website because people
yeah,
will be able to check you out there as well.
nice. Okay. And this month we got like a splash screen up on the website, but because again, I wear many hats, I'm hoping to get like the final version, at least a more professional version of the website out by the end of the month. So that's just
All right,
for enough time in
excellent.
the day. But
You also talked about doing video for live events. So,
yeah,
outside of bands, anyone in Jacksonville that's planning an event and you want to have video footage of it, you want live stream of it. I mean, I was just at a funeral and they live streamed it. So, I mean, whatever event that you're having,
yeah,
grandma's 100th birthday party and the whole family can't come. I mean, right?
yeah, yeah. It's a good way to share the event with people who aren't they're not local and but they can be a part of it. So.
And we were talking a little bit about weddings as well, how you have live streamed weddings before, but then you also do like some highlight videos and stuff like that after the wedding's over.
Yeah, typically, I mean, our specialty is to film the whole wedding. Starting with the everyone getting dressed and prepared, getting the detail shots of like the reception before anyone's been in there. Then there's like the first looks and stuff. Then you got the ceremony. Then you have the reception at the end, and then just doing. Usually, it's like a 5 to 7 minute highlight video of the whole evening, which could be, like I said, there's a lot of footage. Sometimes they're like what 6 to 8 hours that day. So, but yeah, that one again, we could work in drone stuff, multiple cameras for the event, and all that fun stuff.
Well, and it's kind of like having your own music video for your wedding, 5 to 7 minutes. Well, it's a little
Yeah,
long, but like that can compared to 5 to 7 hours with
Oh
the
gosh.
original. Who's gonna watch that?
Exactly. But honestly, I guess we're trying to be more unique. It's just not throwing clips together and it's a highlight video, but I'm actually sitting down with the bride and groom and figuring out what their story is and able to tell that through that
Oh,
event because it makes it more personal, you know? So that's kind of our approach, our mindsets. It's I love doing film and narrative stuff. Try to not just it's not just a wedding. It's what's the narrative of that couple and how do we show that to everyone?
it's almost like our own documentary.
Yeah, but yeah, so but yeah, man, everyone has a story to tell.
Right.
Every couple the way they meet and fall in love. When you zoom in on that and you focus on presenting that, it makes it fun. You know,
Right.
so.
Well, awesome. On that note, I also want to mention we were talking that you're going to be at the bridal show here in Jacksonville at the Prime Osborne. That was May
Yep,
4th,
yep.
right?
Star Wars Day. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a giant
So,
nerd. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, we're renting a booth there, and we're just gonna kind of just showcase what we can do, and then just see who's all needing their weddings captured and all that fun stuff.
so if you are getting married and you're going to be at the bridal show, you can
Just
talk to Todd. It's
hey,
very exciting.
yep, it's
Tell
my
him your story and your vision. He
yep.
can make your movie.
Yeah, and we'll do a good job. Like I said, we just invested a lot of money on our, technically it's our fifth camera, but our third big camera. So we have all the tools to do amazing work.
Well, I want to thank you, Todd, for being here today and doing this interview and really kind of giving us a little bit of an insight behind how a director for this kind of thing thinks.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's fun getting to do it.
And we're very grateful for the hours and the time that you're contributing to the mentorship as part of this ETOPIA Festival.
Okay.
And just really appreciate the ability to connect some of the different creative industries together here in Jacksonville and have an opportunity to talk more about this so that everybody knows that it even exists. We're all so spread out just in Jacksonville, never mind the whole world.
Right.
But unless we talk about it, it's hard for people to know that there are people out there willing to mentor you and help you and give you a hand up into some of these industries. So if you are thinking that you want to be a filmmaker one day, or you're thinking that you want to capture somebody's story for a wedding, and you're interested in exploring this a little bit further with Todd and picking his brain, I'm sure he would not object to a conversation with you.
Oh
So
no,
again, he's
I was gonna say no. I love teaching, love helping people out. So that'd be fun.
awesome. So we'll have his contact information in the chat if you want to use his expertise and capture some awesome video, or if you want to just learn some more from him. That's part of what we're doing here at ETOPIA Festival. With all of that being said, are there any last words that you want to say to those aspiring young filmmakers out there?
Oh gosh, there's a lot of pressure. You know what? Don't give up. You're just starting out. Keep making stuff until it doesn't suck anymore. That's the only way you're gonna get better. It's more the more practice, the more experience you get, the better you're gonna be. So just keep pushing through, and your stuff at first is not gonna be great. So just don't give up.
Yeah, love it. Great. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in for our interview today, and we'll see you again next time on Etopia Live.